Hiya, and welcome to After Class. I know next to nothing about this game. I know some things, in the past I tried to sit down and play it, but I just couldn't get into it, and now we're going to try it. So, let's just hop right in. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, the default name is Walter. If I'm not mistaken. Is it? I don't know, it's been a few months. It's been it's been a little bit, it's been a hot minute. After class windows. Game. Fuck, it's all in a single file. Never mind. Should we just go with the, default name or try and figure out a custom name for us to use? Hiya. We're trying to figure out if we want to stick with the custom, if we want to stick with the default name or if we want to come up with a custom name. Oh, fuck it. Default name it is. Yes, what? Yes, come up with a custom name because we can just, go back. Or just keep going. I don't want to go there. It looks dangerous. It'll be fine, come on. But, just once, yeah? If he doesn't want to go, we shouldn't force him. Like, if I hit control, then it just does it. But if one of us doesn't want to join, I'm not going. What? Not you too? I guess this is it. Did I fall asleep? That weird dream again. After the realization that you'd fallen asleep on the desk, you sit up straight quickly even though you don't have to. Your eyes are fixated on the scene outside of the window. You take the time to listen to the sounds around you. The birds are singing in the afternoon. It seems like it's the mating season for them. It sounds so serene. I feel like this will be a nice afternoon. It doesn't last long, though, because when you look at your desk, a small puddle of unknown liquid can be found on the desk. Ew. Did I drool while I was napping? To make sure that you did drool, you wipe your face and yep, you were drooling while sleeping. Ugh, gross. I need to wash my face and wipe that drool off my desk. My nice afternoon is ruined instantly. Once you've finished washing your face, you grab a damp cloth and head back to your room. You wipe your desk with it, and then toss it into the laundry hamper. You sit down and look out the window again. Oh yeah, I was looking for ideas before I fell asleep. But I guess I spent too much time thinking about it. What should I do? Your friend is going to be here in several hours. Instead of doing something productive, here you are contemplating about what you're going to do. You even fell asleep not too long ago. My room is still a bit messy. I hope I have some time to think about the thing and clean the room after. It's clear that your room is really clean and neatly arranged too, but you couldn't help but want to clean it even more. There's no reason to do it, to be actually honest. It's not like it's his first time coming here. But why am I planning to do this? Is this even necessary? Ugh. This is stressing me out a little bit. Thanks to this, you've been spending your Sunday sitting in your room. You thought of doing something for him, but you don't know what to do. Your mind wanders about once you look at the horizon through the window to rest your eyes a little bit. Again. Let's see. I remember that he told me about something. Think, Walter, think. Let's see. When I first came here, the clock is ticking, time is certainly running out. You know you shouldn't be sitting around, but once again, you're getting distracted. Oh, bother. 2 weeks ago. Day 1. After class. What time is it? As you opened your eyes, you found yourself sleeping in a place that felt so unfamiliar to you. Right, I just moved in. It might take a while before I get used to this view. You looked at the window. It seemed like the sun was already shining brightly. Feeling somewhat disoriented, you extended your right hand to reach the nightstand to grab your phone. Several attempts later, you finally got it and checked the time. 7:45, it's still too early. Ugh, I'm still tired from unpacking my stuff yesterday. The windows were half open, some sunlight bleeding into the room, bathing it with faint radiance, but you still feel the cold air engulfing your body. And it's rather chilly here too. I guess spring isn't quite here yet. It was spring already. You said that just because you felt cold this morning. Weird. You got some sunlight. You should have felt warm at least. Is my window closed? Yeah, my window's closed. Once you were getting more alert, you realized that you had kicked the sheet off while sleeping. Come back to me, oh warm blanket. It didn't come back to you on its own, of course. You just pulled it back and wrapped it around you to make your body warm once again. You're not looking like a furry burrito. Excuse me for a minute. I grabbed a blanket and let me just wrap it around myself. Can I get it on me comfortably? Where covers my arms and I look like fucking grandma? Here we go. I am now... I look like a grandma. I look like a Square Enix grandma in real life right now. This is good. Still feeling tired, you rested your eyes a little bit more. It was still early, and you had nothing better to do anyway. Except for school, but you hadn't realized it at the moment. Not until the moment when, as you were slowly drifting back into slumber, you felt a spark of energy flowing into your body, making it tense up and forcing your eyes to stay open. It seemed like your brain was starting to work. Wait, something doesn't feel right. You took a moment in your bed to remember something that you had forgotten while closing your eyes for a little bit, even though they refused to close completely. You got up, sitting in your bed. While you were squinting, you noticed the letter of acceptance lying on the desk. It didn't take long for you to finally remember something. Crap! I have a class in less than 30 minutes! Wasting no time, you jumped out of your bed and ran as fast as possible to the bathroom. Upon entering the bathroom, you just didn't care and shoved the bathroom door, causing it to hit the door frame with a thud. I need to hurry up! You undressed yourself and left the clothes you wore earlier on the floor just like that. Sileo traumatized me. After undressing right there, you didn't hesitate to take a cold shower even though it's spring morning. Meaning, it's cold as ice. It's not like you knew it was cold water, you just turned it on the wrong way. Ah! The water is too cold! Hiya, welcome to the stream. Why am I doing this to myself? Ugh, let's just deal with it now, Walter. It's only cold water. This is nothing to you. I think I'm safe for now. Except that was a lie. You were shivering. Felt like you just skinny dipped in a frozen lake. It's really cold. I regret this already. Despite abundant complaints from yourself, you showered with cold water anyway. The shower was unpleasant, but it was your choice, so no use complaining any further. After finishing the quick shower, you turned the water off and stepped out of the shower. You couldn't feel your hands and feet anymore, so you quickly wrapped a towel around your waist and ran back to your room as fast yet carefully so you wouldn't slip. Without much time left, you rummaged through the closet. You could worry about it being messy later. For now, you just needed something to wear. There weren't a lot of clothes you could choose, since most of them were in the box, and you had no time to unpack them. Ugh! You felt a dull pain in the back of your head, making you stop whatever you were doing. Not now, come on, Walter! Once your hand felt better, you continued rummaging through your closet. You grabbed whatever clean clothes you could find and put them on hastily. This is not the best outfit for this weather, but I can't complain now. Eventually, you got dressed up, grabbed your bag, and got out of the house. Hiya! The air around you was still chilly, and the birds were all up and singing. The clothes you decided to wear didn't help with the cold any. You joined both of your hands together and started to rub them, hoping that the friction caused it would make them warmer. It's still kind of cold here. I wish I took more time to choose better clothes. Hiya, welcome to After Class, the game that teaches us that FV and MCs have zero personality whatsoever. Not sure what the time was you checked your phone. You needed to make sure you had time before the class started. Dang it, I don't have enough time if I start around. I should just run. Maybe I can get some exercise and warm up while doing it. And hopefully I can make it before the class starts. Once the phone went back to your pocket, you started to run. If only you had a slice of bread in your mouth, this could have been a perfect cliche late to school anime scenario. Not the best time to think about that. I don't want to be late. You kept telling yourself that you shouldn't be late, and it had gotten you lost in thought while running on your way to the school. Ouch! Someone was walking out of a small alley next to the old-looking building. You, on the other hand, were lost in thought and didn't realize that someone was there. You bumped into them in the least graceful way possible. Seriously? Ramming into someone this early? Some balls you have, kiddo.
Daddy sorry, daddy sorry. Daddy sorry, daddy sorry. Daddy sorry, daddy sorry. Daddy sorry, daddy sorry.
And don't worry about the nipples being there. We've played Ad Astra on Twitch. And that game had some pretty more risque shit. A lot of them had more risque shit. Yeah, a lot of them. A big, tall tiger man was staring at you with annoyance. His gaze was making you shudder in fear, but the fear of being late to school on the first day was bigger and more overwhelming. And unbeknownst to you, you'd been in his embrace, but not in a romantic way. It's more like he held you so you wouldn't fall onto the ground. Huh? I've never seen you around here. You're new here. What's your name? Once you had some idea of what was happening, you quickly removed yourself from his embrace. Seemed like he realized it as you felt him loosening his grip on you. Sorry. Don't be rash. Don't be rash. What? Sorry. He's scary. He said nothing as you grabbed your bag and you thought he was going to hurt you. What was that? I'm sorry. You yanked your bag away from him and then you ran away as fast as you could. I'm sorry. Finally, I'm here. Hiya. Oh. Yeah, that's fine. It held your chat. It held your chat for review because of sexual terms. Because of sexual terms, it held this chat right here. What's up with that tiger guy? I only bumped into him and he looked like he was going to murder me. Some people, I swear. It wasn't his fault to begin with, but you didn't realize you were in a position of making such comments. No use thinking of it. Let's calm down. After you stood still to catch your breath, you proceeded to walk toward the entrance, but you noticed that your bag was open. Huh? Did I forget to zip it? You saw someone walking towards you as you closed it. As soon as you took a step forward, someone patted you on the shoulder. Hey, excuse me. Stranger danger! You turned around hesitantly, and there was someone neatly dressed standing in front of you. Time to make the same joke twice.
Father apologies. Father apologies. Father apologies.
Hey, wait. We might want to have the sound on. Yes? I know this is sudden, but wouldn't you mind showing me the way to the English literature classroom? Who is this guy? Do I know him from somewhere? You kept examining him thoroughly. The view in front of you was quite pleasant. You were enjoying it until you heard a voice which snapped you back to reality. Are you still here? Damn my neighbors. Yeah, I'm still here. I was just... What does that say? What does that say? Can I just, like... Seriously, what does that say?
Self-voicing enabled. Walter, why yeah, I'm still here. I was just admiring you. One, Mon. Self-voicing disabled.
Wait, what did I say? What did I just say? Sorry, I was getting a little bit distracted. I had a rough time coming here. Haha. Tell me about it, so did I. I wish I could chat and tell you what happened, but I'm in a hurry. I see. Anyway, could you show me the way to the English literature classroom? Awkward. Which one? Also, we should probably save here, like, just, like, create a little bit of a save. Just save. I'm gonna put the save right there. So. Which one? Or perhaps... what? Is that an option? I don't think it's an option. Are we just going to, like, try and show him to the English classroom? Is it an option? No, we can't, like... Oh, Shrek 2. I don't think I've seen Shrek 2. I've seen the first one. Well, it's true that I'm about to head there, but I actually don't know where it is. I'm a new student. Did you skip orientation? Yeah, I was excused. I see. Let's head in together then. I'm sure we can ask around. I just hope we're not too late for class. Is he a student? But he doesn't look like one. Now that he mentioned it, I'm also late for my class. I'll just make up an excuse. I hope our professor is the understanding type. If the stream froze, it doesn't appear frozen on my side. Ah, okay. Ready whenever you are. I wonder if I should tell him no instead. He patted your shoulder after he didn't hear a reply from you. You okay? I'm okay. Just getting distracted again. Let's go. No use in complaining now. I already said yes. Since you agreed to walk with him and neither of you knew where the place was, you just walked along the hallway aimlessly. The place wasn't as crowded as you expected it to be. Maybe it was because you were late. The more you looked around, the more worried you got. You told yourself that you shouldn't be here right now, but you were still here walking around with someone you barely knew. Not to mention he walked so slow. At some point you wondered if it had anything to do with his bigger frame or not, but it's best not to ask him. He finally approached someone and he decided to ask that person where the English literature classroom was. That girl was so small standing next to him, she was even shaking a little bit, poor girl. The girl pointed at the end of this long hallway. You're already close to it, apparently. Once he said thank you, she didn't even respond to it, and walked so fast toward the bathroom. The big bear guy just looked at her, confused. He's probably wondering if he said something wrong or something. You sighed out of relief. The short journey to your classroom was awkward, stress-inducing, yet pleasant, and it's finally coming to an end. However, you suddenly felt sad. You wished it had lasted longer. Maybe that was the reason you walked so slow? Nah, that couldn't be it. After climbing a few set of stairs, you both stopped in front of the classroom door, eventually. From what that girl said, this is it. It is indeed. He pointed at the classroom label at the top of the door. Oh yeah, that's the word English literature on it. I didn't even realize that. Neither did I. If only we saw it earlier, we wouldn't have asked her. Seems like he's a little bit upset. I should try to change this topic. Well, what are you doing here? I just wanted to know where it was, really. I see. Well, I wish we could talk more, but I'm late to class. I have to go inside while I still have time. Okay, then I'm sorry for taking your time. Thanks for showing me around, Mr. Walter. That's my name. I see. Thanks, Mr. Walter. I'll see you very soon. Just Walter is fine. I'm used to hearing people calling me Mr. Okay, Walter. Well, if you want to find me, I'll be here often. It's not hard to miss me, after all. I bet. With his size, anyone will have a hard time not seeing him. And I enjoyed it too. It was nice. That's good then. I suppose I'll catch you in a bit. Talk to you soon, Walter. Did he just say that he'll see me very soon? It just occurred to you that he didn't introduce himself. Oh well, he did say we'll see each other soon. Once you were in the classroom, you noticed that the teacher wasn't here yet. You glanced over the seats. They were mostly taken. You scanned the area some more and you managed to find an empty seat next to a lion guy. He was sitting there playing with his glasses before he noticed you and put them back on. I hope he's not a bully or something. As soon as you sat down, the door opened. The person who entered the classroom really surprised you. It's that guy from earlier! Thank goodness I didn't say no to him. But, that means he knew that I got here late. Now I know why he said he'll see me very soon. Dumbfounded, you sat there staring at him. Good morning, class. First of all, I apologize for being late on the very first day of our semester. I had some troubles while coming here. My name is Parker Stone. You may call me Mr. Stone. I'm a new professor here in Highwell, so please go high on me. Well, I don't think the details are important, but if you guys have any questions for me, please don't hesitate to ask. That was actually the shortest introduction you've ever heard. He started the lecture right after. You tried to focus, but to no avail because you were getting a bit distracted. So, he's a professor, huh? No wonder he had a different air when I talked to him earlier. He seemed intimidating and caring at the same time. And look at that big body. Instead of listening to the lecture, you stared at him like a creep. Hang on. Hang on. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Idea just hit me. Idea just hit me. So I'm gonna make this real quick. Will let me do this. Hang on. Single eyeball. Y'all are about to see what I'm doing as soon as it downloads. To the TikTok shit folder you go.
At Strayer University, we're always thinking about
That's awful. That's awful. Funny but awful. Okay. And here we go. Okay. Then I just gotta... Now, fuck. Hang on. Control Z. Hang on. Can I, like, duplicate this? Am I allowed to duplicate it? Oh my god. Here we go. Hang on. Now we need a text block. It's a new source, and I call it stairs disrespectfully. Stairs disrespectfully. And there we go. And there we go. The text says woof woof bart bart gur gur woof woof. No. We're not paying attention to class. We're just staring at the professor disrespectfully. Why? Hey. Your classmate had been calling out to you for a while now, but you didn't hear it, not until he waved his hand in front of you. Hey, I've been calling out for you for a while now. Oh? I'm sorry, I got distracted. I feel like I've seen him somewhere. What is it? Is there something on my face? Oh no, you just look familiar. Do I know you from somewhere? He smirked for a bit. He said something after that, but it wasn't the answer to your question. Can I borrow a pen? I forgot to bring mine. A pen. Ah! Which one? This is exactly why we can't have nice things. Let's be kink. Let's be kind. Yeah, sure. You snatched a pen out of your pencil case. Thanks, dude. I really appreciate it. And I can't believe you still have that kind of pencil case. It looks old, like ancient. Maybe consider an upgrade. Well, you're right, but someone gave it to me a long time ago. And it still works great anyway. I kind of treasure it now. Fair point. Yeah. You said that, but you actually didn't know who gave that pencil case to you. Rather, you didn't remember. You didn't think too much about it. Now it got you wondering. Say, you're into big guys like him, huh? No. What gave it away? What gave you that idea? What? First of all, that was out of nowhere, but he was right regardless. What you heard from him was quite shocking, and you shouted in response. Everyone, including Mr. Stone, turned their attention toward you. Everything good over there? Yeah, I saw something move under the desk, and I was surprised. Sorry. Heard your classmates' giggles before they went back to listening to the lecture. As embarrassed as you were, you decided to stay quiet for a while. With everyone's attention back to Mr. Stone again, you tapped the lines back to get him to talk to you again. What were you talking about? You mumbled something about his body. I could hear you clearly. It wasn't about my type. Similar, though. Nobody would just complain about another dude's body like that. Somebody would. At least they wouldn't do that with a predator/sultry look like yours. I suppose I'm staring a little bit too much at Mr. Stone. Is that so? It's cool, no worries. I don't think it's a bad thing. More like, I don't really care. Well, whatever. I'm Mark. It's nice to meet you, Walter. You tried so hard not to make any weird sounds that could make you the center of attention again. Deep down inside, you were just amazed/panicked that he knew your name. The look on your face is really something. Your name is written on your book. It's nice to meet you, Mark. Yep. He didn't continue the conversation after that, and you decided to listen to the lecture. With classes concluded, everyone was heading out while you took your time to put all your stuff into your backpack. There was no need to rush after all. Mark tapped your hand with the pen to get your attention. Hey, here's your pen. Thanks for lending it to me. Yeah, no problem. You heading home after this? No, I'm still very new around here, so I'm just going to walk around the school. I knew it! I thought it's weird that I've never seen you around here until today. Well, there's nothing really interesting to visit around here. It's just a bunch of smartasses sitting around taking their sweet time to study. What? And if you want to tour from me today, no can do. But if you need advice on where to go for starters, I'd suggest you visit the cafeteria. Trust me, they have good food there. Where can I find the cafeteria? It's not that far from here. You can find it easily. Just head out of this class, go downstairs, and keep going left. It's at the end of the hallway. Oh, it has a big sign too, so you won't miss it unless you're blind or something. Heck, even blind guys can follow the smell. Alright. And, maybe you can visit the school gym. The coach might be there around this time. He smirked at you and gave you a subtle wink. He was totally hinting at something. You didn't even know what it was. You didn't even want to know what it was. You'll either like him or dislike him. There's nothing in between. He's an interesting person to say the least. But I'm really sure he's your type, whether you can tolerate him or not. Really now? What's this about my type? Call it my cat sense. Though be careful around him. He'll devour you when you least expect it. Okay. The way he describes him, I'm not sure if I want to go near the coach. I had enough experience with my coach in high school. You'll thank me later. We'll see about that. On the other hand, I don't think there's anything anywhere worth visiting. It's not like I spent my time here anyway. I'm out of here as soon as the class concludes. But if you're planning to go to the city, hit me up. Oh, I'll keep that in mind. Yep, see you around. He headed out so fast you couldn't even say goodbye or thanks. Eesh, he's so energetic it's kind of hard to keep up with him. I wanted to ask him to show me around too, but he just told me no can do about school tour. Since you knew where to go now, thanks to Mark, you walked out only to be stopped by Mr. Stone. Please wait a minute, Walter. Uh-oh. You turned around in response and slowly walked toward him. Do you need anything, Mr. Stone? You didn't say good afternoon to your teacher or even smile, even though you just walked past him? I'm just messing with you. But no, I just want to say thank you for this morning. Oh, that. You're welcome, haha. What's wrong? You look nervous. Is something bothering you? I thought you were going to be mad that I was late on my first day. Oh, why would I? I was late anyway. We can pretend that I didn't know that you were late if you want. No, I just feel bad, that's all. Don't be. If it wasn't for you, I'd have gotten here later than I already was. I'm a new professor here, so I'm not used to this place yet. Hey, would you like some extra credit? It's not like I showed you where the classroom was either. Still, it's better than walking alone aimlessly. In any case, you were about to leave, I noticed. So don't let me hold you any longer, Walter. Yeah, but do you want to look around the school with me? I'd love to, but I have to review some papers. Oh, bummer. How about next time, then? Definitely. Alright. You were ready to explore the school, but then you remembered something. Oh, Mr. Stone, I want to apologize for acting strange earlier. Strange? Were you being strange? The whole thing about being distracted and staring at you, something like that. That's totally okay. If you're staring, then that means that you're at least interested in me, right? That's totally okay. Oh yeah. You weren't sure how to respond to that. Bad joke. It seemed like. Either way, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Let's get rid of that. Still. Well, if you want to apologize, how about you start calling me Parker instead of Mr. Stone? I'm not sure if I can do that, sorry. Why is that? I just don't want to seem disrespectful to you in front of other students, that's all. You know, let me, like, adjust the blanket that I'm, like, wearing. Because I'm, like, under a blanket right now. And it is very comfortable. It is very comfortable, and I am very warm right now. How about Mr. Parker, then? I can do that one. It's better than calling you by your first name without an honorific. Alright, Mr. Parker it is. Okay, I have to go now, Mr. Parker. See you later. Take care, Walter. I'll see you later. You exited the room, leaving Mr. Parker to review his papers. Oh god, I still have to bring that thing back up. Yeah. Wouldn't mind if you wanted me to stay there longer, though. Oh, which one? Oh my. Do we need to save here too? Like, how many choices are there? How many choices are there? This is nothing like No More Future. There's so many choices. Hang on, let me just create a save here real quick. Okay, is the gym going to be extremely horny? Okay. So, are we going to the cafeteria, the gymnasium, or the fields? Because, like, we gotta find out. There's only one way to settle this. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by its toes. If he hollers... I'm doing this wrong. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by its toes. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. My mother said to pick the very best one, and you will be it. We're going to the fields. There was nothing here but the wind and a lonely soccer field, or what some people call a football pitch. I honestly would expect at least a few people here, but it looks totally deserted. Let's go back to where I started. This place is nice, though. Just keep this place in mind just in case I want to be left alone. Before you went back, one person accidentally bumped into you. The force was so strong that you couldn't help but fall into the ground. That person tried to help, but when you reacted, it was already too late. So you fell down with a thud along with the water flask he lost his grip on. What's with me and bumping into people today? I really am sorry. I was distracted. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I give up. Grabbing a larger blanket. Serious question, why are all the characters fuckable? Who's the developer behind this game? I have a serious question for him. Why are all the characters fuckable? I'm here for the story. I'm here for the story, not for the fan service. In front of you was a person towering over you. He extended his hand, offering you some help getting up. I'm here for the story. Okay. My throat. Oh god. Oh god. Actually doing that weird filthy Frank-esque voice makes my throat hurt. Like my throat hurts right now. Ah. Oh, let me grasp your hand. Mr. Reptile Senpai. But seriously, which one? Are we doing eeny, meeny, miny, mo again? Yeah, fuck it. We're just going to take his hand. Ah, thank you. Before you grabbed his hand, you quickly snatched his water flask from the ground. He then pulled you up with ease once he got his grip on your hand, almost too easily even. How strong was this guy? Now that you weren't sitting on the ground anymore, you noticed that he was still towering over you. You patted your pants several times. At least the grass made your landing less painful. That's okay, I should have paid more attention, haha. I thought it would only be me today. I wasn't expecting anyone here today. I wasn't expecting anyone here either. I thought this place was deserted. Usually, yeah. There's this little lion person who sleeps here occasionally. I see. Here, you dropped this. Thank you. I have to go now. Thanks for the help and sorry for bumping into you. No worries, and I apologize for getting distracted. It's okay. We're back. We're back in the hallway. There's only one good way to settle. Let the best for the last. Okay, so let's go to the gymnasium last, I guess. Mark. Oh, hiya! Mark mentioned something good about the cafeteria, so I'm gonna visit it. I woke up late and skipped breakfast today. I could use a good meal or two right now. So this is the cafeteria. Mark wasn't lying about it smelling great in the cafeteria. There were a lot of smell in there, but not enough to overwhelm you, which was a good thing. My nose is smelling all kinds of good things. As you sniffed around in secret, you saw something that was obviously out of place. Despite it being crowded in there, he was eating his food alone, as if everyone was avoiding him. What's up with that guy? Why is he eating so much grass? Those weren't grass. They were called vegetables. He sort of eats a lot too. That's coming from someone who hasn't eaten anything since morning. Although I gotta admit that the food he's eating makes me even hungrier. I shouldn't waste more time. Let's get something to eat. You decided to grab some lunch while you were at the cafeteria. As you expected, all the other tables had been taken. You had no choice but to approach the lonely bowl. At least you could eat without bumping your hands onto another people. Would you mind if I sit here? It seemed like he noticed you, as you noticed him looking at you from the corner of his eyes. He nodded, but kept the talking to none. Thank you. You sat down since you got his permission. Not sure why you needed it in the first place, but no harm in asking after all. He was really quiet. You're actually feeling uncomfortable with it. Could that be the reason no one sat near him? It was like watching a bull eating grass and shrubs in the stable. No offense, bull guy. Things were getting more awkward with each passing moment, with your mind wandering if you did something wrong. Glanced on the book that was lying on the table. A handwritten word that was etched on the hard cover. Anders. Maybe that's his name? It certainly sounds foreign. His handwriting's so beautiful, too. For some reason, you felt a little self-conscious over handwriting. That was unnecessary, but you couldn't help it. Before long, it became full-blown self-consciousness, which triggered your anxiety. Your brain started to tell you that he might be annoyed that you sat there. I wonder if he's annoyed that I'm sitting here. Hey, I stand by my statement. I stand by my statement made roughly 3 minutes ago. Why are all the characters fuckable? You're a freshman, aren't you? How do you know? Is everyone here psychic or something? Everyone knows. No one would sit here if they weren't new. Well, you knew that no one would sit next to him, but that wasn't reason enough. Plus, you needed someplace to sit down, and there was nowhere to do that except where he was. Now that you had a full view of what was happening to some extent, you noticed a few were whispering and looking at you all judgmental. There was an empty seat across your table. You wondered if you should move. Which one? Okay. You already made myself comfortable here. I'm not going to move. And I'm too lazy to move anyway. Suit yourself. It seemed like he stopped paying attention to everyone near him, including you and the other students. You wished he wouldn't do that to you, though. You tried to do the same, blocking all of their judgmental eyes on you. Started to get under your skin, however. Food was great, at least. Nothing like eating salad with a few stares from the others as dressing, after all. Take a picture, it'll last longer! What's your name? That startled me. You weren't expecting that at all. It almost made you choke on your own spit. My name is Walter. Anders, the name. Yeah, I already know. That was it? That was it. No, nice to meet you, or how are you doing follow-ups. Only silence. He's shy. I feel like I should say something or I'll eventually die from this building tension. Maybe that was an exaggeration, but anxiety wasn't something to be taken lightly. The ice needed to be broken. Think, Walter, think. Food good? Food good? That was the best thing you could come up with? I'm sorry. Yes, it is. At least he responded to it. But that was it. Again? Oh boy, this won't go well. Hey. Yeah? Thanks for the company. I enjoyed it. Yeah, no problem. There was no company in your mind. It was more like, we're sitting together, but let's mind our own business to you. I'll get going now. Take care. Okay. He seemed like a good guy, though. Why were they all staying away from him? And did he smile before he walked away? You paid no more attention to him and finished your food before heading back to the hallway to continue your school adventure. Okay, to the gym. Not too enthusiastic about the coach. He sounds like trouble from what Mark said about him. I do have a feeling that it's going to be him. Oh, this isn't good. After pushing the gigantic double door leading to the indoor school gym, someone on the far end of the room greeted you as you opened the door. Hi there! Are you here to see our basketball team? He was practically shouting, and his voice reminded you of someone you used to know in high school. Why are all the characters DILFs? Coach Gill? And it was him. I knew it was going to be him. Of all people, why him? Oh, if this isn't my favorite student from high school, Walter. Let me rephrase what I said earlier. Are you here to see me? He grinned from ear to ear as he walked toward you. Your first instinct was to head out of the gym, but he was known for moving really fast. You heard a squeaking sound for a second, possibly his shoes rubbing against the hardwood floor. And yes, as you'd guessed, he was already standing behind you. Understandable, you weren't a fast person to begin with. You had no choice but to let him do whatever he wanted to do. Surprisingly, he only patted you on the shoulder, slowly caressing it. It could have been worse, really. Where are you going, Walter? He put his face close to your ear and whispered, Stay here a little longer, please. That sent shivers down your spine when he did that. This was borderline sexual harassment. Some people would immediately report this to the authorities. But you didn't because you somewhat enjoyed it. It was up to debate, honestly, but for the sake of our audience's enjoyment, let's keep going. Which one? Hydration. This is very entertaining. Aside from the fact that all the... I'm not going to say it again. I'm not saying it again. Why are all the characters daddy? Why? You know, Coach, that's embarrassing. He gave your shoulders yet another squeeze before going back to where he was. But you liked it, didn't you? Pretty sure that is sexual harassment. Oh, he actually stopped. He wouldn't even do that back then. Coach Gill, full name Gilbert, don't call him that, Leonard, loved to get physical. Part of you once wondered why he did that, but then you realized something, being in the canine family and all. The same was true for you, since it was ingrained in your genes, so it was hard to blame him for being who he was. I don't know. Canines are known to be physical. You like getting touched, you like touching others, but at least you wouldn't just touch people whenever you had the chance. It almost like he got no boundaries with anyone. Gotta follow the norm set by society after all. You gotta admit that he had magic in his hands. His touches were so good that they made you excited, in more ways than one. Hey. Think with the head on your shoulders. I have to make sure that he wouldn't find out that last bit. What if he did? He would have done something dangerous to me. I want my first time to be with someone special, not a fling. Such naivety. You got lost in your own thoughts, and it seemed like he caught on to it. Hey, I'm still here. Sorry, getting distracted. Isn't that you since, I don't know, forever? Well, of course not. He was actually hitting the bullseye. I've known you for a long time now, Walter. I think that's true. 2 years isn't exactly a long time. Right. Anyway, I got transferred here. What a coincidence. For some reason you doubted it. Was it really a coincidence? It probably was. There was no reason for him to transfer here for you. I suppose so. You don't sound too excited about this. Well, I should get going now. I'll see you sometime, Coach. Okay, Walter. Talk to you soon. He patted you on the shoulder once again, then he smiled before he walked away to play with his team. I feel like I hurt his feelings. I'm so conflicted. Since there was nothing you could do in the gym at the moment, you left the school gym on a sour note. I guess I've seen enough. Let's just go home. As soon as you got out of the building, you felt your phone buzzing. Who'd be texting you around this time? Probably your parents. Just a spam email. I guess it's... Ouch. Why do you people always keep ramming into me? Are you trying to make me mad? Oh God. You again! Oh God, that was loud. So sorry about that. Alright, rip headphone users. You again! Are you trying to get yourself hurt, kid? I was just checking my phone and didn't realize you were there. Excuses, excuses. I don't care what your reason is. Sort of clenched his teeth and kept his eyes on you intensely. If those stares could kill, you would be dead by now. I swear, I was just checking my phone and... I got it. No need to explain it twice. But you just said you... I said I got it. Understand? Yes. You swore you saw some steam blowing out of his nostrils. Jeez, he's close. And massive. Good. What's this guy's problem? Whatever, come with me. He grabbed your hands and pulled you with him without letting you say anything. What? But why? Even though he was pulling your arm, he was being gentle about it. Would you please stop asking questions? No, because you're just bringing me here without telling me why. He didn't say anything and looked at you instead. Even though he wasn't that much taller than you, he had a bigger build, so he looked a lot more intimidating than he was. Come on, at least tell me where we are going, yeah? Still no response from him, so you just gave up. You were too busy complaining and didn't realize you'd been walking with his hand grabbing yours. 2 men holding each other's hands. It was really embarrassing when you really thought about it. Although the reality of the situation wasn't like what it seemed, he took you here by force, not in your own accord. Well, there was no force, actually. You just followed him because he was holding your arm, so you had to. Assertive and dominant. Weird thoughts, go away! You shook your head as hard as possible. What the... Kid, the fuck are you doing? Nothing. Trying not to think about it, you looked at him. Despite his rough appearance, you could feel that he was a gentle person, judging from how he held your hand. His paws were a little rugged. You wondered what he did for his paws to feel like that. Suddenly, he stopped pulling you around and finally released his grip on you. Here's where I bumped into him this morning. Is he getting revenge? Goodbye, cruel world! Hey, sorry. Eh? Why are you apologizing? What do you mean? Isn't that your name? What? I asked what your name was this morning, and what came out of your mouth was, I'm sorry, and things like that. What in the world was this? Some kind of lame dad joke? What? No, that's not my name. My name is Walter. What? I mean, I know that. Yeah, sure you do. I said I know that! Why are you yelling at me? Some of the pedestrians stopped at the sound to see what was going on. Young people and their lovers' quarrels nowadays. Oh, I said that like a grandma. Let me try it as a geriatric old man. Young people and their lovers' quarrels nowadays. Both of you ever heard what that old man said? Well, to be fair, he said it quite loud. There was no way you couldn't hear what he said. Neither of you mentioned it, but there was an awkward silence happening between the two of you. He stayed the same, but his face was getting red just a little bit. You stay here. Not wanting to make the situation worse, you stayed quiet and listened to him. He told you to stay there, but he didn't really move that far from you. I still can see him clearly from here. What is he doing? Judging from his hand motion, it seemed like he was getting something out of his pocket. When he got it, he turned around. He tripped over a small rock while he was walking toward you. Ouch. It looked and sounded painful, so you hurried to see if he was okay. Are you okay? I'm okay. His hand was holding something tightly. It was like a small chain or something. Before you could inspect it better, he got up. I'm glad it's not scratched. When he got up, you noticed that his arm was bleeding a little. Hey, you're bleeding. That's not a big deal. Wait a minute. You rummaged a pack of band-aids and wet tissues from your backpack. Alright, stay still. I'm going to clean your wound with this. I don't have any disinfectant right now, so this is all I can do. Once you cleaned the wound, you carefully stuck the band-aid on his wound. It didn't stick as good as you thought because his fur was so thick. Well, that's ugly, but it should do for now. Make sure you clean it properly at home. Why did you have that? Never mind. Huh? What is it? Here, you dropped this earlier while you were running away. You noticed the familiar shape of the item. It was your pendant. Surprised, you put your hands on your neck to see if it was still there. Of course it wasn't there. He clearly said that you dropped it when you ran away from him. How? You decided to put it in your backpack for now. Now that you knew that he was holding your pendant, you decided to ask him something. Were you trying not to get my pendant crushed? Probably. You didn't have to do that, but thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, no problem, kid. Which one? How badly do we want to piss him off? I don't know, I think we were just kind of simping for, like, all the characters so far, so, like... Do we want to remain silent, or do we want to intensify our appreciation? For real, this pendant is very important to me. How can I repay you? It's no problem, like I said, there's no need to repay me. Are you sure? Yes. Well, if you say so, I should go home now, I think. Okay, kid. Try to walk carefully now. Is he smiling? I told you I was... Never mind, goodbye, what is it? What was your name again? Lars. Thanks again, Mr. Lars. Just Lars is enough. I feel like I shouldn't argue with him on this. Alright, Lars, see you around. See ya. You turned your back and walked toward home. Lars, huh? He looks quite scary, but he's actually an okay guy. Finally, I'm almost home. Now where's my key? The front door was locked and you couldn't find it. You checked your bag and found nothing but your books. Oh no, did I drop it somewhere? You checked your left pocket. There was a key in it. There it is. I was starting to feel anxious. You unlocked the door and went inside. And we're going to leave off here tonight. Oh my god. Can't really say anything, so, yeah. Stay safe, have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow.